What's up, Cancer? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out the channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal sessions. Guys, in my sessions, I combine tarot and channeling with universal law, the law of assumption, consciousness, manifesting to help you redirect your focus, shift out of undesirable patterns in your love life or with your specific person to actually manifest what you prefer. So if that is something you are looking for, then you can book in with me. If you can't get a hold of me, or if you would like a more traditional psychic or a tarot reader, I have put links to my affiliates in the description box as well. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. So you can have a look at them if you want to, and you can follow me on TikTok or Instagram as well. I put the links to those in the description box. Now, Cancer, I'm going to do the person on your mind. How do you feel about them? How do they feel about you? Sorry, how do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? Then the projected potential outcome for now. And why I say potential is because, as I mentioned, I incorporate manifesting and consciousness, which means that this is a check-in point into one version of you, your specific person, and the connection that you, Cancer, have manifested and selected, are manifesting and selecting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. Everything exists all at once. Everyone is you pushed out. Your desires are meant for you. If you would like to manifest this differently, you can have anyone or any version of anyone that you would like. It just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of Cancer that you're being, and a reselection, shifting your thoughts, your focus, your dominant thoughts and assumptions. Circumstances do not matter ever, or any conditions or any of it. If you don't know what I mean, you can check out my whole playlist on manifesting, look into the topic, or also I like to give tips as I go. Okay, Cancer, the person on your mind. Queen of Cups is in the reverse. So they're feeling a little bit like the love's withdrawn, or Queen of Cups in the reverse can be a bit of that kind of, that queen that feels like she's, giving love outside, but it's not really reciprocal. I mean, because Queen of Cups in reverse is shadow Queen of Cups, so it can kind of be that codependent queen, that one that feels like she doesn't get the validation. Now we've got a King of Cups in the reverse, guys. Jesus, the tarot, you can't fucking make this shit up, right? That's why I still love tarot, guys. It's just an energy reading, but it translates well. So how are they feeling, Cancer? So there's the Queen of Cups in reverse I saw, and I always trust what I channel and see. And then we've got a King of Cups in reverse. There's something to do with feeling like the love's been shut off between the two of you. This person not really trusting in the love, questioning it. The Star card is maybe about healing that, or hopes and wishes, but there's a defensive energy here. Okay, Cancer, and then we've got a Six of Swords in the reverse. They are kind of hoping for a return. They're not completely disconnected or checked out, but there is this defensive energy. And then we've got an Empress card here. Now, I'm going to get a little bit more on that. For some of you, you're dealing with a situation where there's a lot of waiting to see how things play out. So you could have a foundation with this person. The hope might be to nurture and expand this. A small portion of you, I have to take it, like there might be issues, like trust issues going on here, because Hierophant card, trust issues in terms of committing to the situation. So there's a defensiveness in actually like, are you being honest with me? And so that's the thing, like this love feeling like, not really trusting in the love. A small portion of you guys, and don't take it if it's not your story, because Seven of Swords can be, some dishonesty or something, okay? It could be that this is a situation that involves marriage, children, etc. Now, if it's your story, it's your story. If it's not, then don't create it. Don't make it your story, guys. And if it is your story and you want this differently, Cancer, you've selected it. Sorry, guys. Different channel, and I'll explain how we can actually shift it, okay? It's just a manifestation of circumstances from you, a selection, which we shift moment by moment. Four of Swords is in the reverse, so they seem to kind of want to come out of some pause or processing that they've done, out of some defensiveness when it comes to trust issues. And, this might be somewhere around like waiting to see how things play out. Are we on the same page? Hierophant card is about values, traditional values, commitment. And Empress card, is about also, you know, there's potentially this wound around actually feeling like receiving the love, you know. So there's a Queen of Swords here. I mean, like I said, a portion of you, there's issues here to do with trust and being honest with one another, and a defensiveness, like questioning, are you being upfront with me? Are you being honest? Are you committed to the situation? And for some of you, there's a Queen of Swords in the mix, which would be, because I saw that Queen of Cups before, if you are dealing with some kind of a triangle, guys, a Queen of Swords can be like a divorcee or another person, someone that there's a necessity to separate from someone. Now, or someone, you know, in the process of separating, because Queen of Swords is sometimes that way, a divorcee, but there's been a lot of waiting to see how things play out. Money and finances could be playing into this, but it's caused defensiveness, and a lot of like maybe pause energy. They want to come out of pause. They still have hope for this. Maybe they want to heal this trust issues, but there's a sense of avoidance. Avoiding the truth. I mean, Ten of Swords here, and it's in the reverse. This is pain. You could have in the recent perceived past had some kind of a painful cycle. Ten of Swords in the heavier sense, guys, so don't yell at me. And it's not meant to be loaded. Everything is whatever the fuck you say it is, guys, but the Ten of Swords can be a feeling of betrayal. So that could be something that we don't want to carry forward if you want them, or we don't want to carry forward in your identity. And I'll get to you and really go deeper into that, Cancer, in a second. But Ten of Swords is in the reverse, and the Two of Cups is in the reverse. It's something about questioning, you know, do you really love me? Is the love mutual? You know, defensiveness maybe because someone hasn't completely disconnected from something else, and that creates trust issues and a feeling of betrayal. Or you're dealing with someone where there's just generally trust issues and been a lot of waiting to see how things play out, and a sense of not being very honest with one another that creates this Ten of Swords, this pain. And there's still this hope to nurture and grow the situation. You know what I mean, Cancer? So I know that that's a little complicated, but Nine of Cups is in the reverse. Five of Cups, like there's sadness and loss here. Nine of Cups in the reverse, though, can be like feeling a little bit like self-serving, selfish, self-indulgent behavior. So for a lot of you, there's this question of like, are you, you know, like suspicion and trust issues going on, you know, feeling like, okay, the love is not trustworthy. Are you playing with me? Are you being honest with me? Okay. So, and then there's been a defensiveness, and there's like a lot of loss here. Now, for some of you, Cancer, you're dealing with a situation because the Two of Cups is in the background and the Two of Cups is here, but it's in the reverse. This person's very focused on spilt cups from their perceived past or with you. And so there's this sense of, okay, like, have I lost the opportunity for a Two of Cups, a relationship based on this dynamic? Now, Cancer, it's just you, not in a like blame game if you're the one that feels like you're dealing with a situation where you feel hurt or you feel like things have not been the way you want it. But this is one snapshot in this moment. So if you want to move away from this, if you did want this person, we can make it very uncomplicated and go to your end in the now and not keep in awareness all this stuff, what was said, what was done, the dynamic, other characters in the show, third parties, avoidance, any of it. If you guys want to check out, I have a free guide on Manifest Your SP or Get Out of Unwanted Cycles. And I've linked that in the description box of the video as well to get you back in your God power, because you're always manifesting. So manifesting from your most preferable identity and getting the preferred experience that you want. You just need to reselect, as I explained in the opening. So we've got Taurus energy, Libra energy, Aquarius energy. So more importantly, Cancer, what is it that you want? And don't worry, I'll get oracle cards to get some more information on what this is. Nine of Cups in the reverse can be this person. There's a sense of, you know, Nine of Cups in the reverse, overindulgence, pleasure, fun, but maybe not trusting in, are you, you know, trusting in the connection, trusting in the love. How do you feel about them, Cancer? There's a Four of Wands in the reverse. So some of you either feel like this is, you know, a breakdown in the potential for something serious, or someone can't really, because Four of Wands is about stability and commitment, but it just seems to be that there's something here about like not trusting this in the stability or the commitment. Let's see, Ten of Pentacles, Cancer. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. And then we have, yeah, the Star cards in the reverse. So you seem to like not have much hope for this situation. This person's hanging on to hope, but they're defensive and not trusting in it. I mean, Cancer, Ten of Pentacles is about house and home. And the Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. So it's somewhere between commit and don't commit to this situation. The Page of Pentacles is in the reverse, and the Four of Pentacles is in the reverse. So there's a lot of reversals, guys, but yeah, I mean, things come out how they're meant to. The Four of Pentacles in reverse, insecurities. There could be some jealousy issues going on. What's this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? Seven of Swords. See, guys, like I said, the cards come out perfect. Seven of Swords, Seven of Swords. Look, you could be dealing with a situation, some of you, where it's like, at the moment, it feels like there's not much hope because this would involve, and again, please, it's not loaded. And if it's not your story, who cares, guys? Fuck it in a bucket. All right? But this is like trust issues, or this is something that involves some sneaking around in some kind of a way. And the Oracle cards will tell us. Or there's just a lot of jealousy issues, fears and insecurities and defensiveness. Now, commit, don't commit. Or someone is in a commitment, can't commit to this situation. But there seemed to be some connection, or there was a feeling of a soul connection and love, but it's complicated. Guys, you can easily uncomplicate. So I'm going to give the advice to the people who want it and for whom this resonates. You just need to really stop paying awareness. Literally, your pure consciousness. You are unlimited. You can select any fucking experience that you want. It's all you pushed out moment by moment by moment. So you need to shift your state, as I said in the opening. You take your awareness off this and you go to your end. You let it go. So no, we have a perfect relationship. You want them to be committed to you. And you want all the third parties and circumstances to take care of themselves in the best possible way. Your divine intelligence is going to take care of it in the fastest way possible. The fastest way, the easiest way, the most harmonious way. And we need to take our awareness off time, logic, circumstances, and perceived obstacles. Okay? Or if you just want to have a more open and loving and trustworthy situation where there's no fear or insecurity, you will be like, oh, you know, I'm version of Cancer. I have the most loving, committed, stable, loyal relationship with this person. You know, Ten of Cups. We have them because it's partly Cancer. There's a part of you that has Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles in your energy. So you want to have the happily ever after, the stability, you know, that pleasure, that joy, and the fulfillment materially. I mean, some of you, there's insecurities because finances are playing into this. So there's this sort of waiting to see how things play out with investments, and then, you know, overindulgence. Someone might feel like the other one is holding back quite a lot, like in terms of really committing to the situation because of financial issues, but then being very overindulgent in some kind of a way. Cancer, you want the ideal, so you just need to detach from the version of the connection that you don't want, detach from the version of Cancer or the identity that's in any awareness of not having what you want because you have it through you. Select version that you prefer. So, no, I have the most loving, trustworthy, committed, loyal, stable relationship. We've always been perfect. If you're trying to get all this crap out of this situation, we've always been perfect. We're so loyal with one another. We're so secure with one another. Nine of Wands, there's a wound here. There's a block, so wanting to get out of that. I mean, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse also, it's like, there's sort of like this, maybe, you know, Cancer, if you've lost hope, you know, your Page of Pentacles, you might be waiting for this person to come in and make an offer of some kind, you know, because you have a lot of insecurity, or an apology or something. If you've had some pain between the two of you, you can manifest that too, guys. If you keep focusing on the version of the person that's not coming in and saying and doing what you want, you stop paying. If you can't be in a state where you have it how you want and be in the awareness of not having what you want. So you want this person to come in, dote on you, tell you that you're the light of their life, you're their happily ever after, you're their dream, you're the center of their world. Well, then that's all you need to focus on. Dominant thoughts and assumptions, and version of Cancer that has it. Queen of Pentacles. All right, Cancer. It's just that there's a couple of things going on here with some queens, okay? So if you are in the camp where there are There's an issue to do with not being able to move forward because of third parties. I already explained, you are the God of your reality. You've selected the version where there's outside energies. And so you would just need to decide what you want, Cancer, and shift to that end. If you feel like you're in the camp where you're left out, someone's not committing to you because they're in something else, you need to be version of Cancer that's always being chosen, full stop, and this person absolutely chooses and commits to you. And you're not messing around or manipulating circumstances. I already explained that, okay? Now, if you're hoping to be committed and stable with a particular person and it's not about third parties, it's just a lot of trust issues and not really, this connection not really being prioritized, and then the love being pulled back, but this is your dream, this is your happily ever after, then all you need to do is just affirm that you are in the happiest, most loving relationship. They show up like a diamond. They treat you perfectly. They show up as their best self, and you get, you know, you're the one in control. You know what I'm saying? From that reality. Sorry guys if I repeat myself. It's more, you know, I want to be more focused on actually like giving you a solution rather than, you know, giving you guys assumptions that things are fixed. Okay, so what does this person want in the next few weeks? Yeah, love. Next few weeks. But, guys, the readings and the check-ins are every 2 weeks, but you shift moment by moment, so these are not fixed, but you can shift it now. But right now, in this check-in, we've got love. And we did see that King and Queen of Cups, but it's in the reverse just in this reading. So what they really want, it says unconditional love, affection and attraction. There's also selflessness, so there seems to be some kind of trust thing about this being like one-sided. And then we have the wedding rings card, guys. Union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. We have Hierophant card. So either this is what you're in with someone, but there's a lot of this trust issues going on, or you're dealing with a situation where there's love, but there's a wanting to have marriage, etc., but there's all this kind of defensiveness and trust issues because, well, someone might be in something else, you know what I mean? So it's all your selection. Coffin, new beginnings, reborn and transition, with shock, with blowing kisses, unconditional love, with paradise, happiness and joy. That Ten of Swords is the shock. So there could have been a stop or a pain in the recent perceived past between you and this person that involves trust. And now there's a wanting a new beginning and happiness and joy with selflessness, not selfishness and overindulgence, right? And unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. And one more. Okay, soulmate, soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner, and then cut down, cutting out, separation, stop the pattern. So for some of you, that is like a hope to cut out something that it is in this moment, check in this version of reality, a block, perceived block, like third parties or a party, etc., or to stop the pattern with the trust issues or the overindulgence. You know, or to get out of this separation if you're in separation from this person and any pain, and really, you know, have a new beginning and enjoy one another and be more selfless with one another. Teddy bear, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, wanting to date, or just recapturing the romance with one another after all of this losses and regrets and whatnot. I mean, guys, I know I jump around, but in essence, like, you know, your individual situation or circumstances and conditions, none of it is like relevant to you manifesting in the now what you actually want, unless you keep it alive consistently. All the characters, all of the seeming blocks. Okay, it's really that simple. Yeah, let me just see, because there's trust issues. Like, what does this person want to say to you right now in the now? Oh, you deserve better than them. There's something here going on, guys, with, okay, again, don't take if it's not your story, but there's suspicion and there's things to do with third parties and being tied up with third parties. I'm just saying, I can't let you go. Okay, I don't know how to handle my emotions right now. I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness. I really care, even though I don't show it. There's this avoidance and trust issues. you deserve better than them, guys. I mean, for some of you, you know, it's not like that you're in a triangle. It could be someone is separating from someone else, and there's been a lot of waiting to see how things play out, and that's been seeming complicated and taking a long time. Really doesn't have to matter or impede on you having what you want. You know, the parts that you like should be what you're focused on and keep in your awareness, or the end that you prefer in the now. But there's a lot of this wanting to apologize, really caring, maybe not showing the emotions the way that they want to show the emotions. If some of you are in like, you know, already in some kind of a connection, there might be some kind of trust issues in not really showing up and being very giving, or, you know, returning affection. And so that might have pushed each other away. Could be like, you know, sabotage the connection. But anyway, regardless, guys, oh God, I know that I'm all over the place. It is Mercury retrograde, so I am struggling a bit with my words. But seems to me, Cancer, you just got to kind of, there's wanting to stop the pattern. There seems to be like wanting to revive like the love, enjoy each other, paradise, soul connection. So, you know, there's been some kind of a shock, and there's been hurt and trust issues. So new potential here for the new beginning. Decide what you want and just go from there, from this moment, okay, Cancer? Only be in the awareness of what serves your preferred end, because it's you. You're the power. Check out the guide in my description box of my video if you want to get going on that. And I hope that that resonated for some of you. I know I jumped around. It's not for everyone, and I intend that it helps some of you. And I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will check in with you in 2 weeks' time.